Hi everyone, hi Nick. I have another completed journal to share with you. This is a pre-sale journal and it is a hardcover with 3 signatures, the center of which is just coffee dyed paper for journaling. It measures 8.5 by 5 3/4 with a 2 1/4 inch spine. The cover is just some muslin that I painted. This was my first attempt at doing a hand-painted fabric, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I'm trying to find a different, like a heavier fabric to experiment with, but I'm pretty happy with how that came out. I used the Tim Holtz corners, eyelet, and this vintage antique, really. It's kind of stretchy, a little bit stretchy lace, but it is old. And on the spine I have wrapped some 2 different colors of purple seam binding and some more of that stretchy lace and then some other vintage lace, and just kind of wrapped it all through. And then I added one of the mixed media beads. On this one I actually made out of lace, and then wrapped the wire and so on. On the cover is a Tim Holtz sentiment that says "Live in the moment." Excuse me. And the image is violets. It's from a antique little floral book that I found somewhere, that I found on Etsy, and I trimmed the image down just a little bit so it would fit better, and then I stitched it to this dictionary page, and then glued it all down, and then there's just a lace bow and a Tim Holtz pen nib. We will go inside. The kit that I used is from Artie Mays. It is her Queen Victoria kit. I've had it for a while. I just haven't had the right inspiration to use it, but it is really pretty. I don't think I have ever, in the almost 3 years I've been making journals, I don't think I've ever used purple. So this was fun to use a color that I never use. I've got a lot of purple seam binding because I never use purple. But so this was fun to use. I think pretty much everything in here is just from the kit. I think that's about it. Oh, I did put a little bit of cheesecloth in the spine. It's just barely, what you probably can't see on camera, but it's just barely peeking out there. Oh, and there's this is all lace from, it's either antique lace or antique or vintage lace, and then lace that I got from Hobby Lobby. No, Amazon. I have so much lace, I don't even know where I'm going to put it all right now, but which is a good thing, as I go through it like crazy. Front and back inside covers are a page that I didn't use from the kit, and it's just, I just split it down the middle, obviously. And then this is some crocheted lace that I got in that haul from Amazon, and they make it kind of like a flip out, tip in, tip out, whatever you want to call them. So they could be glued down and made into a pocket, which is what I was actually initially going to do, but then I kind of liked it like that, so I just left it. So I hope she likes it that way. So let's go through. The kit's called Queen Victoria, but it's kind of like Victoria and Albert. It's, their wedding, basically. I did a very little bit of stenciling. This is a color plate from that antique embroidery pattern book, and I chose that one because it has the violets. Violets were, I researched it last night, violets were her favorite flower. And I think I read in one of the things I read that she mentioned violets like 100 well over 100 times in her journals. So that's why I chose that particular page. And there are violets, images of violets sprinkled all through the kit. This is just ephemera and journaling tags from the kit. These are snowdrops, which were, I also read when I was researching, were his favorite flower, and she carried a bouquet of snowdrops for their wedding. And this is from that really old Sears and Roebuck catalog that pages that Judy sent me, and I got a happy mail from her yesterday. So hi, Judy. She sent me a ton more of these luscious pages and a ton of other stuff. 10 packages of 4 packs of Distress ink. I was floored when I opened the box. I had heard it. I'm still in awe. So Judy, if you're watching, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really, really appreciate it. Kind of really brightened up a really kind of crappy day yesterday, and that really brightened my day. Got some Edith Holden, as always. Here's the pockets from the kit, stitched around them. There's a large tag from the kit, and I pulled some items off of Pinterest. This is, the 2 of them, and they had 9 children. So these are images of their children. And this is Edward. He became king after she passed. So he began what's called the Edwardian era, which is after the Victorian era. Ledger. There's some old notebook paper and some tracing. There's another image from the kit. I think they were prolific letter writers. Doilies. Just ephemera from the kit that I used as a tuck spot. These are postcards. They will fold out journal spots. This is some children's nursery rhyme, Mother Goose rhyme page. This all comes off. This is from Pinterest. It says, "You are my whole existence, and I will love you with my very last breath." That's from Prince Albert. To her, I'm not going to take this all off. And there's a little tag from the kit. And it's one of the envelopes. It's one of the envelopes from the kit, and it's empty. And this all comes off. Some vintage magazine and some would have been, today we would call it the dollar store, from the 70s. This paper here was some scrap paper that I put under the fabric when I was painting it, and it bled through a little bit, and it just made this really cool design. So I thought, I'm gonna not throw that out. I'm gonna use it in the journal. So there's 2 pages of that in there. This is another page from the kit that I printed out more than once, and I just cut it up, made some pockets out of it. I did some of the stitched on bits of my lace trimmings to make some embellishments. There's an image that I got from Pinterest. It outlines the royal family, the line through the House of Windsor from Victoria and Albert all the way down through the House of Windsor, and it ends up with William and Harry's generation. Doesn't have Kate and the children on there. That's as far as that one goes, which is kind of neat. And these are just from the kit. I like history, so any of that kind of stuff is kind of neat. Lots of places to journal. There's some side-loading pockets, which all open out. So from to journal, just did a little layering embellishments, sewed on some lace. And these are, what's that, Prima journaling card? Can't remember what collection that's from. There's some of that authentic to the Victorian period, that agriculture book. lined paper, dictionary, book page, pink paper. This is ephemera from the kit that I just made into a tuck spot. That's the middle. Back for the other side, some more of that pink paper. There's another envelope off. This has a little journaling card inside. The envelope has the violets and snowdrops on it. Not just, which way did I have this? This way, I guess. I don't remember. I need more coffee. It's cold out, it's windy, we're buried in snow, and I need coffee. Pocket from the kit, and then 2 tacks. And she is there as an elderly lady with her grandchildren, more than likely. She wore mourning after Prince Albert passed away, she wore mourning for the rest of her life. She was a widow for 40 some odd years. It's another pocket that I made out of the page that I cut up, and this just kind of happened by accident. I wasn't intending on having it this way, but then I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, so I just left it. Instead of cutting this off, which is what I was going to do, I just left it so that it makes a little flip out for more journaling. And there's some ephemera postcard from the kit, and then I left these tags hitched together so that makes a bigger journaling spot. More of that purple. Another side pocket with a fold out, and I did put the British flag on there. And another Prima journaling card. There's lots of threads here. If she doesn't like them, she can obviously just cut them off. Notebook paper and ledger. And she's as a young lady and as an old lady. This is actually as her wedding veil, which she wore on numerous occasions throughout her marriage and afterwards. And she actually was buried. She requested to be buried with her veil on, wearing her veil. And this is one of my Victorian paper dolls, which I made into a belly band. And it's just another envelope from the kit, and it's empty. Some more of that embroidery plate. And this is the middle center signature, and it's just coffee dyed paper. On the front page I did do a big doily with the envelope paper clipped on. It's empty, it all comes off. And another one of, I can't make my hands, come on, make my hands work. Is another one of these 3 sets of tags there. But that all comes off. And then there's the with some thread, excuse me, the ribbon that runs through around the spine, so it goes right up through the center. So there's like 10 extra pages there for journaling. Here's the third signature, which is similar to the first one. That's a tag, some ephemera, and there's Victoria and Albert, and then that's her line through Queen Elizabeth, and his that runs through Tsar Nicholas and Tsarina Alexandra, the last Tsar and Tsarina of Russia, and their children, Anastasia and so on and so forth. So that's that. Got that off of Pinterest. This a pattern from that embroidery book. More of that pink paper. There's another pocket from the kit, and I printed the tags all out like 3 times, so I have extra. So this is just, I left the one set of the large ones all together. Oh, but it's still in the frame. Come here. Edith Holden and tracing paper. And more of the purple. It's another one of the pockets that I made. Some more ephemera and a tag. There's another belly band with a paper doll. It's just another envelope from the kit. Some more Mother Goose rhymes. Oops. Another side pocket with some layering. This is Tsunami Rose Flowers. And another Prima journaling card. Edith Holden. I love this page. Pretty. Lined paper. Sheet music. Dictionary. This is a children's book, I guess. Another tag. Another pocket that I made with some ephemera. This is from Pinterest. And another one of these fold out. It's the middle of the signature. Some more ephemera from the kit. And another pocket and a tag. Some more ephemera. Another ephemera and a large tag with another one of the pockets I made. Some more purple. Another side pocket. This again folds to make it work. Come on, like that. Another journal card. Getting to the end. Some more stuff. This was a large piece of ephemera that I just made a top-loading pocket out of. Put these two in here. And that's it. And there's the back cover that is the same as the front. So that is the journal. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I will be back with another project in a few days. And thanks for watching. Bye.